Aries, you won't believe what I did. I did not even realize it, you guys. Like, I skipped over Aries entirely. I went from Pisces straight to Taurus. I'm sure there's good reason for it, but now I'm curious to know if the message that I did for Taurus was really meant for Aries. And that's why I kind of had a tough time with trying to get the message to come through, because I was trying to attach it to a sign that maybe it wasn't meant for. I don't know. It could go either way. Let's see what comes up for you Arians. But if you are familiar with this channel, then come on back into this room. Welcome back. I'm glad to have you back. But if you are new, then come on in and definitely feel free to be your most authentic self wherever you are energetically, be it positive, negative, or neutral. It really doesn't matter so long as you leave better than you came. Guys, I cannot believe that. Things just have been, I don't even have a word to describe how things have been. My own temperament lately, though, I can say that one day I am living as the highest example of the light and love and truth that is of source. And then the next day I fall into my own fleshy desires and give in to my ego and just let it rip. And it gets the best of me in certain situations. And then the next day I'm halfway there, you know, kind of back into my spirituality. So it's just a constant fluctuation. I wonder if the moon card will come out for you guys. If anything will come out for you guys. Maybe you guys don't have anything to tell me or to show me or for me to tell you guys. Okay. What you guys have as the overlying energy is the Two of Cups. So again, as far as like moods and emotions, that can still be very true. Feeling the highs and lows of every emotion that comes, but you are bearing witness to it all and also serving as a observer to your situations and looking at it. Is it objective or from a bird's eye view type of standpoint, and just allowing it to pass naturally, you know, just being a bystander to your emotions. But also, as is also natural of this card, this can be you, if you're not already involved with someone in matters of the heart and love, or a love affair, then you are at that point now where you're ready to get back out into the dating field and try again. If you're already in a connection, then you are yearning with this Cups energy for your person to reconnect with you and or reach out, and or this is something that you have the desire to do. Couldn't be more true, because the cruise that hounds you is the Eight of Wands. So with the dolphins as a symbolism, and I can't repeat it verbatim, but I do know that they are supportive of whatever courageous step forward you have to take, whatever endeavor you care to embark on, if you will. They're there to support you, okay? You are brave enough. You are strong enough. You should be confident enough. I feel like attraction is not something that you Arians have to worry about. Tend to be naturally beautiful, especially if you have a lot of water aspects in your chart. Oh my God. This is a lot of cards. But namely Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, then you guys can come off as very ethereal, almost foreign, kind of giving you that like mermaid tease, very alluring. That's what I wanted to say. You have a very alluring appearance and are enigmatic type of aura where people just find themselves just instantly drawn to you, even if you don't find yourself physically by European standards or otherwise to be that attractive. You can still be confident and self-assured with all the things that you actually have to provide as a person. And as I like to say, because I went through my little ugly phase and I'm so appreciative for it, that was my time for character development, and I'm glad that I have been able to develop a personality, because that works to my advantage also in love and romance here. I'm not just a pretty face. The other cards that came out for you guys, ooh, what did I say? You have the Sun card, the Temperance The Three of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the Knight of Swords, the Moon card, didn't I say that? And the Eight of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is the Three of Wands. So, like I said, somebody is yearning to reconnect and or reach out to somebody that they feel that they have a deep soul connection with, that they know that they are in love with also. And I'm going to explain that further with these cards, because you have the Sun and the Temperance and the Three of Cups. And I'll go back and forth between this being the what is real about the situation and leading into what is wrong about the situation here. I feel like somebody's been keeping their feelings to themselves or in the dark and or hidden out of an attempt to come off as trying to play hard to get, but having that type of demeanor and or personality or approach has backfired and or been working against and causing resistance to the situation and the love affair. Because you have the Sun card that is here. I feel like Aries, you guys are dealing with a Leo, Sagittarius moon here, or rising sign, if not a water rising. But I don't want to just have it be so specific, because we do have all 12 zodiac signs somewhere within our natal chart for the most part here. So just keep an open mind. But yes, that has been the problem. Somebody has been neglecting to foster the relationship and allow for it to grow, which can come through, especially if, as I was saying, somebody can have like a water moon. If you have like a Scorpio moon, for instance, Scorpios are extremely private, but they take love so seriously, and it is so intense. You know what I'm saying? You will dive to the depths of love and feel like in the extremeness of every emotion you could possibly feel as you are embarking on that journey of love with that individual that has heavy Scorpio placements. So you will really find yourself attracted to the person physically, mentally, if they stimulate you in that way, because wands can be all about things that provide a stimulus. So they expand your way of thinking and the way that you regard certain concepts, such as power, such as just overall research in the sciences and occult knowledge, and things that may be taboo also in nature that people don't publicly speak of. Like, they go into the depths of with that. You really get to see the soul of the person and what makes them beautiful, more so than the outward appearance. You feel like going into the situation like, oh, you were just attracted to them because they had pretty eyes, they had voluptuous lips, they had a nice curvy figure. For the guys, they had pretty broad shoulders, they were just tall in height. But no, once you start interacting with that person, you feel or come to find that you guys are more kindred spirits, soulmates, if you will, with this Two of Cups, Three of Cups energy that is here. They feel like somebody that you've known for a long time, somebody that you really come to know has a really good, pure heart. Okay, and so that is magnifying, and that is what starts the addiction. Okay, love does allow for the brain to excrete dopamine, which is one of the neurotransmitters that people will excrete naturally, and also by way of using, if not manufactured drugs, then just illegal, illicit drugs anyway, because it helps to stimulate the feelings of pleasure. Okay, and so once you have those excretions and you get them on a regular level, then you develop a tolerance for them, which then turns into a dependence on such, and then can turn into an addiction of sorts, right? And so I feel like you have done this to someone, or somebody has done this to you, but they are, much like I was saying, that mermaid look, they have been lured into the lair, or that siren type of energy is what you exude here, man-eater. But yes, and so that's where it starts, and then you find that you just can't see yourself existing without that person. Like, having somebody with prominent Scorpio placements will leave such an imprint on your life. Like, you are a completely different person. You tend to morph also once this Scorpio leaves your life. I feel like that has definitely happened though, and that's what I'm trying to get to, because I feel like somebody's trying to come back in because they see just how bleak and boring and bland their lives are without you. And I definitely feel like there is an orchestration of sorts that is going on in the cosmos, in between the, I forget what these women's name are, these women's, what their names are, but the markers of fate for sure are turning the wheel to try to find that window of opportunity. I definitely feel like with this eclipse that is going on, and you definitely kind of only see a clip or a glimpse of the moon, it is in the waning phase. I had to figure that out. But I definitely feel like this person's going to return, if not on the eclipse, which is on the 25th, it's only 2 days from now, or a little bit thereafter. There's going to be something again that's happening within the cosmos that allows for this person to come back in and to have that heart-to-heart conversation that needs to be had, so that you guys can pan out any issues that you've been having here with this energy. 3 of Wands is at the bottom of the deck, and I see the 10 of Cups. You know, I feel like this person has become enlightened. They understand where they went wrong in the situation, and they're more than willing to take accountability if that is going to be the very thing that can help to fix this situation. Like, they're willing to do whatever it takes at this point. Also supportive with this 8 of Pentacles energy to make it work, to prove. Also, I'm getting proofs because I'm seeing geometry, and geometry is all about like working with proofs and stuff. Geometry or trig, but to prove that they are ready and willing to fight for this union and this relationship. Again, they don't see themselves existing without you in the same way, though it is very possible. They understand again that on some level that you are their person, you are the one, you are their soulmate, and or vice versa. Again, I definitely feel like you have been tested and you've been put to or through a lot of heavy emotions. You never knew that you could hate somebody, and the way that the hate could fester within your soul, because the moon energy is attached to Cancer, and you know Cancers are very good for holding a grudge, honey. So just be very careful and cautious with that energy, that you're not holding the things that people have done to you against them, but also against yourself, by wanting to be innocent and being pure of heart and just being so unconditionally loving and or forgiving, even if you don't take this person back, okay? Because it's not going to happen for everybody. There are some things that have just been too hard to look past. They're unforgettable, if you will, with this Knight of Swords energy. And so some of you guys will be separating for good due to irreconcilable differences. That happens, but that is that person's karma, and they will have to deal with that decision of taking advantage of the many opportunities and chances that they had to get it right. You know what I mean? You can't hold people's hands in this. You can't coddle people in love. It's free will. You know what I mean? And you can't be the one carrying all the weight. It's up to both parties to carry their weight and uphold their ends of the bargain, also with this 8 of Pentacles energy. And I also want to caution too, with all the transits that are happening right now and us being so close to the holiday season, that you're careful with your spending and what it is that you are investing, because I feel like with the moon you can be disillusioned, or you can be swayed with this Knight of Swords to make some irrational decisions with the moon and the 8 of Pentacles that are so close to each other, and make decisions that you might regret later. So don't be spending too much money, especially if it comes down to you trying to impress people. And especially again with us being so close to Christmas, it's all about you being present and being in the moment with this sun energy that's here. So that's what's coming through here, Aries. If this reading resonated, definitely give me a thumbs up. Share this with your friends and family. Subscribe if you haven't, and book with me should you need to. But if I don't hear from you, then please just take care of yourself and your soul until you hear from me again. Ciao.